So we're here with the three of us, the Quantum Crew. We're three voices, we're three different characters, and as I like to call them, three different personalities that come together for a common goal of raising the vibration of Earth, raising the consciousness of Earth, and to help out humanity to take them to the quantum level, to take individuals and to hopefully go into a collective atmosphere to change the world, to put more love and more light, more happiness and joy in the world. And when we talk about coming together, there's reasons why the three of us came together, and we'd like to share them with you just to get to know us a little better. Apollo, you want to start off?
Well, one of the things that we really liked doing was coming up with a name, you know, and the whole idea about quantum is that it's the quantum universe and working that way. We have the whole thing about quantum theory now and working with physicists, and we're realizing that scientists now are coming to terms with the fact that the things that we've been talking about for years as metaphysicians, we were actually not the wackos that they thought we were. That quantum is the bridging between spirituality and physics and science and the new discoveries that they're making. And so and the crew was really cool because it's like crew is like really hip right now, you know, it's like the G crew, you know. So with the quantum crew, we're bringing all of our metaphysics skills together and doing it in what I hope will be and continue will be an entertaining and compelling way.
Absolutely.
You know, so I really love the idea of bringing three people together and then having three approaches so that each individual who listens to our show can pick the one they like. And as we've talked about before, each of us has our own voice, and you can pick your voice, you know, as to what you feel comfortable with, what you relate to. So,
Sure. Take one voice resonates with you, or take all three.
mm-hmm.
And we all have our different perspectives and different ways of viewing things. So
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Holly, when coming into the Quantum Crew and being a part of this, what do you think that we can bring to the world that maybe the spiritual metaphysical community has never seen before?
I think one of the most positive things that we represent is that we are all three coming from such different avenues, and yet we all come together, and you'll feel this and you'll see this when we work together and listen to our shows. We have such a love and respect for one another. Even though we come from completely different aspects, there is a part of us that has such deep respect and love and connection to one another that somehow this works. It's amazing how you could get three such different individuals together and create the bond of love and the bond of connection that we have. And I think that's one of the main keys of why we're relatable to other people, is if they don't relate to me, then they might relate to you or to Apollo. And there's going to be one of us, hopefully, that will be able to be that connection and help bridge that gap to making spirituality just fun and a daily part of our lives.
And when you talk about mission and vision, you know, every business, every corporation or every structure that's successful has to have a mission and a vision. And with the Quantum Crew, I would say in simple terms, our mission into life is to take humanity to the next stage of evolution, to the next stage of consciousness, to boldly go where no society has gone before.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Woo!
And individually, it's the same thing. It's to take personal people in every walk of life to take their life to the quantum level in many different venues, many different avenues. We talk about far out topics. We talk about practical topics. We talk about how to use psychic ESP skills in the workforce, how to help out your relationships. So the mission is to just, hopefully you relate to us and take what we say and help change your life in some way, some form, moving into a higher realm of consciousness. A good point, because we've seen this. We've all been teaching for years now. Many people come into the spiritual world with a lot of fear-based and a lot of, I'll call them personal troubles, and they go to spirituality to seek guidance and to seek a way to cope with their issues. Maybe it's a personal death in the family and you're trying to learn what the purpose of life, and it can get very I'll use the word depressing, because sometimes it's hard and to be in this world and not understand the laws of the universe and understand why we're down here. We as a quantum crew want to make spirituality fun and enjoyable, enlighten and inspire. So we don't want people to be fearful of spirituality, fearful of the ESP that everyone inherently has in their own bodies. We want people to take it in full force and be happy about it, not be fearful.
I think that's one of the most positive messages that we carry with us, is that instead of just saying psychic, it's more about spirituality. If you just could take the word psychic and just put spiritual in front of it, I would rather be known as a spiritual intuitive rather than a psychic intuitive. Just because it really is all spiritual principles. It's just taking it to the next level. And so many people come to our workshops and they are trepidatious when they first walk in the door. If this is their first step of, what am I walking into? And I've been told I shouldn't go in this field. And yet walking in and feeling the kind of unconditional love that flows, the kind of openness that there is to accept anyone on any plane that they're on. And then we just want you to just be open to taking that next step.
Very well said.